I made you.
You've seen the trailers, you've heard the buzz. Well, today we're getting more NBA 2K22 details straight from the source. Here's gameplay director Mike Wang. I know you want to learn more about NBA 2K22, so here to talk about it is the source himself, gameplay director Mike Wang. Welcome again to 2K TV. Always a pleasure having you on.
It's a great pleasure being here again, Alexis. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. So we're getting close to launch time, and you've released some details on your blog and social media. So tell us what's going on with NBA 2K22 that you can share with us.
Oh, wow, there's so many things to share, Alexis.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and from the sideline, as always, our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. Also stopping by our program, one of the great point guards in NBA history, Kenny the Jet Smith. I love the nickname the Jet, by the way.
Man, appreciate the shout out. And you know you're the guy who brought it back alive.
Well, it really happened in high school.
It
Right,
happened
Phil?
in high school, but no one called me in high school, college, until the NBA. He shouted it out, and now it's stuck like fire. Now, no, I can't go anywhere. And they're like, Jet, Jet. And I'm like, Kevin Harlan started the
But
fire.
you love that
But
nickname.
you
love
know,
it. Oh, that's a
but
great
the name has evolved. Now it's Private Jet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
It's PJ.
No, it's actually prop play now. I don't fly much.
Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in L.A., my parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. It doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
Wow, what a story. David, thank you.
And you look at Paul George. I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart. You know, how many guys could say, I could get 20 on you and stop you from getting 20? Few guys can do that.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Now here's Jackson. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. And it's George finishing it off.
Right there, you see the phenomenal length of George taking over.
Mitchell outside. Leonard against Ingles. Top of the key, Conley. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Kings. Jackson against Conley. Jackson down low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. First quarter. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Anthony comes in for Michael Conley. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anthony finds Mitchell to stop the run. Offensive rebound. Here's Favors. Good on the shot.
You love the effort of Favors on the glass. He's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Kenny, your former team, the Rockets, have suggested that the league move to start the free agency ahead of the NBA draft. From what you hear, is that idea picking up some momentum?
Well, that's how it is in other pro leagues. You know,
It is, right.
You have the free agency,
Yep.
then you know exactly what you need in the draft. So it would make sense. You're drafting something, and all of a sudden you get all these different free agents. You don't need those young players because typically young players are 2 to 3 years away.
The landscape changes.
Yeah, it has, but I like the way we have it because the one advantage with the rookies is they come in as a brand, which is an advantage to you. You think about Zion coming in, it changed the entire landscape of the Pelicans franchise. Like, those guys do have a lot of value if they've played in college and been able to build up that brand.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Utah shooting their first free throw of the night. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Utah also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And O'Neal subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Jazz trailed by 5. Anthony taking his time here. The pass to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Beverly. Here's Cousins. Outside Rondo. Back to Cousins for 3. That one no good. And Utah the other way now. The feed to Clarkson. And he converts the layup. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Rondo finds Kennard. Back to Rondo.
And the three-pointer, something that's exploded in importance the last half decade. Kenny, do you feel you would have played differently if you came into the league today?
Without question. Because, Greg, I was probably, if you told me I could get 30 points or 20 assists, I would have said 30 points. I was that type of mentality. I liked scoring because scoring came easier to me. Finding people didn't come as easy. So I would have loved to play in this era where I don't have to think about getting you the ball as much. I would have loved that.
And honestly, the passing lanes are bigger because the court is more space.
Yes,
like, so
spaced out, yes.
if you shoot it, like we talk about, your ability to shoot it at a high level makes the game easier.
Yeah.
Because now guys, the pump, you lift your head, they're jumping out of position. You know, they're guarding the three-point line tighter, so you have more room to operate.
Rondo can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Anthony. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, it is always a great feeling when you go the extra distance, double OTs in this case, and are able to come away with that win.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Anthony with the ball for Utah. They trail by 1.
It seems like Gatorade has had a huge NBA star be the spokesman forever now. They announced that Junior will be the basketball rep for Gatorade heading forward.
Guys like Paul George and D. Wade, they've all worked with Gatorade. They feel that Junior can reach that kind of level of superstar status.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in, and Utah has possession. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Anthony drops them both. Here is Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Beverly. Kenny, as a former point guard, how would you construct the perfect shooting guard to complement your game?
My game?
Yep.
Oh, all you got to do is be on the floor, baby. Yeah, you're going to be
Let
good.
it happen.
You're
Just
gonna
let
be
it
good.
happen.
Let it happen. Now, for me, I love guys with a high energy guys. So that's why I love playing with Vernon Maxwell. Just guys that had high batteries, because at times I would kind of get too cerebral in the game. And then he would pull me up and just make me emotional in the game. So I like
Become a
guys
dog,
like that.
right?
Just get emotionally in the game
Right,
instead of
right.
I'm reading the situation and this guy's over. No. Just play hard.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because my guys, John Starks, is the same exact way. He was just a great competitor. Like, the moment never got too big because he always felt like I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Now, here's Zubac. Back to Kennard. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Beverly for 3. That one doesn't drop. The Jazz go the other way with it. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Passes it to Beverly. Cousins inside. Ilyasova on him. They get it again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A double-digit rebounder for as long as we can remember. DeMarcus will control the backboards for you.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jazz trailed by 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo against Anthony. The pass to Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass. Clarkson's got 11 points. Outside Rondo. Kennard for 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. We'll be back. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players.
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Clarkson, also Anthony out there. O'Neal is out there with Ilyasova, and it's Niang in at power forward. Kenny, your teammate Akeem Olajuwon, a lead on both ends. Who do you think is the best all-around big man in the game right now?
Well, as great as Akeem was, Shaq was probably just the greatest ball handler as guys today. You think about that, like Giannis and Embiid, those two come to mind. They probably would have gave it to Shaq, but he would have had his share.
More of a streak shooter than a volume scorer, Patrick has been on fire tonight.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Kennard. And Ibaka slams it in.
You see the
Here's Anthony. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Has a great combination of height and body frame. Bogdanovich can keep up with the defenders physically.
Here's George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Pass to Mitchell. O'Neal kicks to Anthony. The dish to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires, high post. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
They make Leonard fight hard, but he can get ruthless right back.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Leonard hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And there are a lot of questions on the best way, guys, to develop talent in the NBA. Kenny, would you restructure youth basketball in the U.S.?
Many fans think that the G League could supplant college hoops. I think I would restructure it in this way. And it has nothing to do with the players. I would just make sure that the coaches are coaches. Meaning, to get a driver's license, what do you need? You have to learn to drive. To get any kind of thing, you need a license to do it. You don't need a license to be a coach. No, you got to be a license to coach my kid.
And not to mention, this is still a business. So I'd rather have the impact of what the college game brings, because now I got a ready-made star coming into our game. You think about when Magic and Bird came in, they were big stars because they have played in the most watched game ever.
Absolutely.
Right? There's still a huge advantage to having collegians come into our league.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Zubac. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
It's Anthony with the drive. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers leading by 16. Down low, Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Ilyasova's checked in. Pass to George. Morris against Ilyasova. And a wide open look for Rondo. They grabbed their own miss. Outside Jackson. Another shot. And the rejection by Favors.
The 7'4" arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
O'Neal against George. 14 feet away. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Anthony, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. And he banks in the layup. Rondo's got his first points of the night.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
Anthony against Rondo. And Derek Favors with the slam.
The chemistry Favors has with his teammates is outstanding. Really punches the basket through the rim on these alley-oop jams.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom, brother.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
Steve, you've had your battles against Kenny Smith when you two played, but it's always so much fun to be by his side here at the broadcast table.
Yeah, for sure. Kenny's a competitor. But more importantly, right now, he's a fantastic commentator. Great job of expressing his views on the league, and I hope we will hear from him for a long time.
Off target from three-point range.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Offensive rebound. Los Angeles leading by 11. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's Anthony with the drive. Favors. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 8 points.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now George out to the right wing. With the teardrop. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half.
Greg, Matt Frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Anthony. He's got 12. Mitchell kicks to Anthony. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Look at Bogdanovich getting physical. Works hard to get the shot off and the foul.
Derek Favors checked in for Joe Ingles.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him. If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Here's the Clippers. They're on an 18-6 run. Beverly with the ball. 14 points for him. The three. Rebound, Utah. Favors has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Beverly against Favors. And Beverly kicks to Zubats. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz trail by 20. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. A moment here now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Rudy Gobert. Dave, what's the news?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. And, guys, he said it is a broken leg. You can imagine how much pain he's in right now. It's unfortunate timing all around for them. Of course, they will need to band together while he's out. We'll see how they respond. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Anthony, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And Anthony drops them both. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Passes to Leonard. Back to Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
You've got to trust your receiver to go get that pass. Did you see Donovan Mitchell catch and finish in the same motion?
Rondo looking over the floor.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Anthony against Rondo. No good, unable to end this run.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Beverly against Clarkson. And there's the pass to Favors. And the rejection by Zubats. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. A look from Rondo, and he's finally able to knock one down. Rondo's got his second basket of the night. Jazz trailed by 14. Now here's Anthony. He's got 16. To the paint. Here's Favors. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Leonard against O'Neal. Outside Leonard. Kennard on the wing. No good that time, so Utah will take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's George in for Rajon Rondo. Clarkson. The kick out to Ilyasova. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 10. Over in the corner, Beverly. And the Clippers miss again. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lobbed up there for Mitchell.
Man, has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Feeds it to Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Mitchell outside. And here is Anthony. 18 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after